you and Andrew ever fight the Paul brothers?
So I was asked about this. I'm in good shape now. Could I fight again? Yes.
The Paul brothers versus the Tate brothers is officially happening. The internet is about to explode as these two powerhouse duos face off in a clash that takes Logan and Jake Paul way out of their comfort zone.
Andrew, fighter, legitimate, badass mother, strong mentality. Sorry, Tristan Tate is the weak link. bro, come on. Tristan,
I say let's run
he got a bad shoulder. He's shaped like a gingerbread man.
Romania is a flight away. You doing it to
run
him?
it. The PFL will.
I don't want no beef, but that's delusion.
Honestly, they're probably regretting this already. For once, they're not up against a retired athlete, a washed-up celebrity, or a random basketball player looking for relevance.
An MMA fight between Jake Paul, Logan Paul, Tristan Tate, Andrew Tate.
Really, we're talking about Andrew here. Tristan's not really in this equation. That's like the light work. 10 mil for Andrew, 10 mil for Tristan, 10 mil for you, 10 mil for me.
But here's what they'll say.
I don't need this for the money. You're gonna have to slap $50 million for me even to get out of bed. But if you have money, then why is it about the money?
It shouldn't be about the money. It should be solely for entertainment and to figure out who's really about it. And we're telling you, we'll do it.
Nope, this time it's the real deal. Andrew and Tristan Tate. These guys don't care about fame, clout, or whatever ego boost Jake and Logan usually rely on to hype their fights.
The Jake episode's coming soon. We still have plenty of meat in that podcast. We have a special message for Andrew Tate.
Jake Paul, I will fight you any day of the fucking week.
So why did the Paul brothers even agree to this? Simple. Fake it till you make it, right? They have to protect that shiny, untouchable image they've been selling for years. Backing out would scream "we're frauds" louder than their pre-fight trash talk ever could.
Logan Paul is a bitch, and I will say that here publicly. If anyone wants, I'll fight him for free. The guy's an idiot.
No money needed to fight Logan Paul.
Logan Paul doesn't believe in any of the things he said.
But here's the twist. While Logan charges in with all the emotional intelligence of a YouTube comment section, Jake is somewhere pretending he didn't hear the bell. It's a mess, but it's their mess now. The whole world is watching as they try to spin this into something they can survive.
Him and my brother, maybe, and obviously KSI would die. But people like Jake Paul, I feel like there's...
Andrew Tate is no ordinary name in the fighting world. A four-time kickboxing world champion with an incredible 76-9 record, Andrew didn't just touch greatness. He lived there. His victories were displays of dominance, power, and precision, turning every punch and kick into a calculated spectacle. Now, let's talk about Tristan Tate. While he doesn't chase the limelight like his brother, don't mistake his quiet demeanor for weakness.
Talking about his brother Jake, saying, yeah, Jake told me he was going to be the world champion. I just had to cut in and say, you know, Jake, you're never going to be that. You're never going to get there. I remember you being a very average kickboxer, telling me you were going to be the world champion. And what did I say? You are going to be the world champion. You are going to be the world champion. And did you become the world champion? Yes, I did. You know, what kind of brothers?
Tristan Tate is the silent killer of the duo. Fewer fights, but each one leaves an impact. He's calm, composed, and strikes when you least expect it, like a sleeper agent in a spy movie. By the time you realize you've underestimated him, it's too late. And let's be clear, these brothers aren't here for a paycheck. With Andrew's net worth at $700 million and Tristan's near $500 million, punching people isn't about the money. It's about proving a point.
I don't have anything to prove to people like Logan Paul. I am much older than Logan, of course, and my fight career was very, very good. I won something like 30-something of my 40-something fights. Had some very tough battles, lots and lots of wins, European titles, some losses. You know, back in the day before Instagram existed, before everything was, you know, before I was famous, before it gained me clout.
For the Tate brothers, it's about pride, legacy, and a don't mess with us moment. They don't need the fight, they want it. People fear them not just for their stats or wealth, but for their brutal training and psychological warfare. They treat the gym like home and sparring partners as stepping stones.
Does his backflips and takes his steroids and, you know, makes these big shows about fights. I've never said his name until now because he keeps saying my name. And the only reason I could think he's doing it is for viral hits or viral internet clips, but I have nothing to prove to him.
Andrew Tate excels at getting inside his opponent's head. He insults, challenges, and makes you question yourself before the fight even starts. That's the Tate advantage. They beat you mentally first. Now, on the other side, Jake Paul. With 7 wins and 1 loss, Jake has made a solid name for himself in boxing, with key victories over Tyron Woodley and Anderson Silva. He's no longer just a YouTube loudmouth, he's proving himself in the ring. Logan Paul has taken a different route, focusing more on WWE stunts and exhibition matches, while Jake has built credibility in boxing.
He is a talking piece. He is the mouth piece for the agenda. The people have come along, people who are trying to force a narrative, and they said, look, we need to have some degree of control over the exact demographic that Tate has control over. We're going to use Logan Paul and attempt to use him. And he sits there and just purports the bullshit points of view.
Logan has drawn with KSI and gone the distance with Floyd Mayweather, but his record isn't exactly impressive. His charisma and ability to sell fights keep him relevant, despite his punches not always backing it up. Financially, the Paul brothers have over $100 million, but money can't buy grit. Do they have the courage to face the Tates, who fight for pride, not paychecks? The Paul brothers built careers on being cocky and loud, but against the Tates, that bravado might not work. The Tates are here to fight, not for the show.
For Logan, I've never said his name until now because he keeps saying my name.
Tristan Tate is a weakling. He's shaped like a gingerbread man.
He's had, 6 fights, lost them all. I'm known as a fighter in a way that he never will be.
Tristan Tate versus Logan Paul, a fight nobody saw coming, but it's turning into one of the most intriguing matchups in recent memory. The drama began when Logan dismissed Tristan as irrelevant during a podcast in 2022. The Tates don't take insults lightly. Tristan didn't just talk back, he threw down a challenge for a fight. This isn't a WWE performance for him, he's here to make a statement. Logan Paul doesn't belong in the ring with him.
2 brothers, 1 cage. Jake, Logan, you, Tristan. Who comes out alive?
You know what? I'm trying so hard to not start internet beefs.
You could say Jake and Logan, man.
Bro,
don't worry about it.
No, I can't lie.
Logan Paul, for all his charisma, has a glaring issue. His fight record. He stepped into the ring with big names like KSI and Floyd Mayweather, but let's be honest, his 2019 loss to KSI and non-competitive bout with Mayweather show his limitations. Logan's strength is selling fights, not winning them. Tristan Tate, on the other hand, is methodical, precise, and disciplined. He doesn't rely on hype. He breaks his opponents down. Logan's tendency to underperform makes him a target for Tristan's calculated attacks. What's throwing everyone off is the personal nature of this feud. While fans expect the usual circus, Tristan's focus is respect, not trash talk. Logan might not realize just how serious his opponent is, and the audience is left in shock.
A lot of talking, and they're fantastic at it. It's why they have a following. They can be magnetic with words, and it draws a lot of people in.
Well, Andrew Tate is was a kickboxing world champion.
What was, Mike? He was.
Completely understood, but I'm just saying, I want to play an unbiased standpoint here. So before we call them simply talkers, there is some combat experience.
Logan Paul has bounced back from ridicule before, but Tristan Tate isn't a YouTuber seeking attention. He's a seasoned fighter with something to prove, a challenge Logan hasn't faced yet. While their fight simmers, the real storm is between Jake Paul and Andrew Tate. Jake, now firmly in celebrity boxing, has a 7-1 record with wins over Tyron Woodley and Anderson Silva. But Tate, never holding back, has accused Jake's fights of being WWE-level stunts to boost his image. In late 2022, Andrew mocked Jake's victories, challenging him to prove himself in a real fight, one without scripts or excuses.
I talk to him like a big brother talks to a little brother. But as for Logan saying my name, he's had 6 fights, lost them all.
At first, Jake Paul was hesitant to face Andrew Tate, a 4-time kickboxing world champion with a fierce reputation. A fight with Tate isn't just dangerous, it's career-threatening. But Andrew didn't back down, ramping up the pressure with every post and interview. Things escalated after November 15, 2024, when Jake faced Mike Tyson in Arlington, Texas. Jake won by unanimous decision, 80-72, 79-73, 79-73. But the fight sparked controversy. Fans accused it of being fixed due to Tyson's age, 58, and lack of intensity. Some spectators noticed Tyson holding back, raising doubts about the fight's authenticity.
And become a super heavyweight because I'm genetically gifted, or he has to pass a drugs test. So if he wants to fight for real and he'll keep pissing in the cup and he'll stop really lay off the steroids, then sure I'll smash him.
Maybe I would take the opportunity to platform him just for one night. Just for one night.
Andrew's approach to this fight has been ruthless. He's repeatedly called for a real fight. No script, no margin for error. For Jake, this isn't just another fight. It's a referendum on his boxing career. A loss here wouldn't just be a setback. It would dismantle everything he's worked for.
4 years ago. So it's not your option to give me my fights.
I think I'm better than you. And I think Nate chose you for a reason. And I think everyone knows that.
What do you mean?
Even in
But what have you done to prove that you're better than me?
I don't know. Went toe-to-toe 8 rounds with the greatest boxer of all time. What do you think happens if you fight Floyd Mayweather?
I would knock him out. 100%.
Jake's image, credibility, and sponsorships are on the line. But the audience is key. Jake has a fan base that thrives on his antics. while Andrew Tate attracts followers who see him as a symbol of raw masculinity. When they step into the ring, it won't just be a fight, it'll be a clash of ideologies. Jake's flashy approach versus Andrew's old-school ethos. The stakes couldn't be higher.